Hello Libra, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Libra, today we're going to go over your overall energy as well as your person's overall energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Libra, let's get started. For Libra, Sun, Rising, and Venus. So Libra, we do have trust. The situation's calling for you to have faith. We'll see why you're getting this card and how it resonates with your reading for today. Of course, this could be a message for you or possibly even for your person. But let's see what's going on. How does Libra currently view this relationship? All right, Libra. So we do have the Chariot. We do have the Knight of Wands. And then we also have the Four of Cups out here. This to me kind of feels, okay, I'm getting that this feels very repetitive. It's like you find yourself going through the exact same thing over and over and over and over again. Whatever this thing is that you find yourself going through over and over again, it just seems very like repetitive. I'm also getting that it's keeping you in a very stuck and stagnant place. Let's look at this let's look at the Four of Cups, because I want to see what's keeping you in this very stuck and stagnant place, because whatever this thing is that has been keeping you in this stuck and stagnant place, it's something that you've been trying to like move past / resolve. But no matter how hard you try to move past whatever this thing is that's keeping you in a very stuck and stagnant place, it just keeps happening, or it just keeps occurring is almost what I want to say. Let's look at the Four of Cups. Whatever this thing is that's keeping you in a very stuck and stagnant place, whatever this thing is that just continues to happen over and over and over again, it's in reference to something that means a great deal to you. It's something that holds value to you. So whatever this thing is, it could have a lot to do with possibly a relationship. Maybe you find yourself experiencing the same old issues with your significant other over and over and over again, to the point where it's starting to become, repetitive. Because I am definitely getting that for the vast majority of you, that's what's going on, is that you find yourself dealing with the same problem, the same issue over and over and over again. And as much as you want to move past it and just make it a thing of the past, you know what I mean? It's like you keep having to deal with it over and over and over again. And I feel like the main reason why you continue to put up with this reoccurring issue between you and this person has a lot to do with the fact that this is somebody who means a lot to you. This is somebody who does mean a lot to you. So this is kind of why you continue to tolerate it / put up with it. But I feel like you just want to move past it already. Like you just want to move past it already. You just want to move past it already. Okay. Let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship with Libra? Okay, so we do have the Queen of Swords, we got the Page of Pentacles, and then we also have the Two of Wands out here. They keep bringing something up. They keep bringing something up. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Four of Swords here in the reverse. It's like there's a lack of peace of mind / clarity that this person's experiencing, and this is kind of why they keep bringing this topic up, because I feel like it's a specific topic that they keep bringing to your attention, but it's stemming from a place of them wanting to gain understanding as well as clarity, something that they currently do not have. And I feel like it's creating a lack of, I would say, peace of mind within this person's life. Within this person's life is basically what I'm getting. It's interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I feel like I'm confusing this Four of Swords with another Four of Swords and another tarot deck, because I was like looking at the Four of Swords. I'm like, wait a minute. When the hell did the Four of Swords look like this? Because I could have sworn there was like an Ace of Swords here, right? Like beneath the bed. And there was always like three swords on the wall, and there was always one like ace of swords here beneath. I gotta go, hold on, because I know I'm not crazy. 1 second. It's crazy how quick I found this, because I was like, I have another tarot deck sitting right next to me, and I'm just like, no, there's no way. There's no way. When the hell does the Four of Swords ever look like this? You see, this is what I'm talking about. The Three of Swords on the wall, and then the Ace of Swords on the bed, or beneath the bed. You know, it's interesting because I feel like this topic that they keep bringing up, that they're trying to gain clarity and understanding, and or even answers. This to me feels like this person's like looking for answers, searching for answers. It's interesting because this person has a queen. They're showing up as a Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords holds the Ace of Swords in their hand. See, the Ace of Swords is at the bottom of the bed here. I feel like this person already knows the truth. I feel like this person already knows the truth. Whatever this thing is that this person's constantly bringing up to you, they already know the truth. I keep wanting to say that. They already know the truth. They already know the truth. They already know the truth. I just feel like they just want to hear it from you. They just want to hear it from you. Because they already know the truth. They have the Ace of Swords in their hand, which is the sword of truth. It also represents clarity. They already know the truth. They just want to hear it from you. They just want you to confirm. They just want you to confirm what they already know. I see. I see. Okay, well, I mean, what do they know? Hold on. Let's use this tarot deck. Okay. All right, let's look at this, let's look at this Ace of Swords, shall we? Tell me more about the not the Ace of Swords. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. And then we also have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, that's the thing. Especially with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Like, they know the truth. They do know the truth. They just want to hear it from you. Oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on now. Now I see what's going on, because at first I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Whatever this thing is that this person keeps bringing up over and over and over again that they think they have lack of clarity on, it's interesting because I feel like this person actually does have, you know, all of the answers that they're essentially looking for. And I feel like they are receiving those answers from you. I just don't feel like they believe what's coming out of your mouth is basically what I'm getting. So let's just say, for a perfect example, just using this as an example, let's just say for perfect example, this person thinks that, I don't know, you cheated on them. Fuck it, let's just use that as an example. And they keep bringing it up over and over again. Well, I just think you're cheating on me. I just think you're cheating on me. I just think you're cheating on me. Just tell me the truth. You know, I just think you're cheating on me. Just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth. Just tell me that you're cheating on me, right? And then your answer continues to remain the same. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You know what I mean? No, I'm not, right? For starters, you're telling this person the truth. You're telling this person the truth. The Page of Pentacles is showing up in your energy. Page of Pentacles in the upright represents somebody who is trustworthy, somebody who's honest, right? You're telling this person the truth. They just don't think that you're telling them the truth. The thing is, the reason why this person holds the Ace of Swords in their hand is because they already have the answers to their questions. They just don't want to believe it. That's what's happening. They just don't want to believe it. They already have the truth. They already have the truth. They just don't want to believe it. They just don't want to believe it. They already have the answers to their own questions because you've already answered them. They just don't want to believe it. So that's basically what's going on. Okay, now that that's all cleared up, because at first I was just like, what the hell is going on? Okay, so that's basically what's going on here on this person's end, is that there's obviously something that, they feel like they lack clarity on, which is creating a level of, stress. It's creating a level of anxiety, possibly, even fear. I'm also getting that as well. But I feel like this topic that they keep bringing up in your, yeah, this topic that they keep bringing up to you over and over again, it's like your answers continue to remain the same over and over and over again. And I feel like that's the issue, is that you're telling them the truth. They just don't think that you're telling them the truth. And the reason why they keep bringing this up to you over and over again is because they are hoping that you will tell them something that aligns to what they believe to be the truth, which is not actually the truth. Does that make sense? Like, because this person believes that you cheated on them doesn't necessarily mean that you actually did. You see what I mean? So we could believe whatever we want to believe, doesn't necessarily make it true. You see what I mean? And I feel like that's what's happening with them, is that they believe something about you that is not true. And every time they question you on it, you always tell them the complete opposite of what they believe to be basically true. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's keep going. All right, how does Libra currently feel? Okay, so we do have the Three of Wands, we got the Six of Wands, and then we also have the Eight of Cups. I feel like you're so dying to like move past this already. It's not even funny. Like every time I tap into your energy, I just feel like instantly like drained every time I tap into your energy. Like this entire situation has definitely been draining the hell out of you, and it's like all you want is for the both of you to just basically like move past this already. It's basically what I'm getting. It's basically what I'm getting. Another thing too, right? Typically what I look for, especially when somebody shows up like this in a reading, I always tend to see if the person that they're doubting or think is hiding something from them has any sort of cards that insinuate and or indicate that that individual is hiding something. So like, for example, like the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Swords right next to the Eight of Swords, that's like a dead giveaway that somebody's obviously hiding something and they have a guilty conscience over it. Seven of Swords could just represent somebody who's hiding something, but they don't have a guilty conscience behind it. Ten of Swords can definitely speak, of somebody who did something, to hurt somebody that they have a lot of regret over. I'm not getting any of those things in your energy. Now, of course, we still have some more to go, obviously. So if it does show up on your end that you are hiding something, obviously, I'm just going to say it. If you've been with me for a while, you already know how I am. I'm pretty honest and straightforward. It is what it is. It's just how God made me, But, yeah. I mean, so far, it looks like you don't have shit to hide. You know what I mean? It looks like you don't have shit to hide. It also looks like you're kind of getting really sick and tired of this person bringing this up to you over and over and over and over again. You're like so tired of it. Like you're so tired of it. It's not even funny. And the thing is that your story continues to like remain the same too. And like I said, even if you were lying, it would have came out. It would have came out. Let me look at you a little bit more. Tell you more about the Knight of Wands. Okay. Come here. Okay. All right. So I actually kind of love that this combo came out here for you. Okay. With the Seven of Wands to the Ten of Swords coming out here, to this Empress energy coming out here. True pair situation, by the way, between you and this person. Your person showing up as an Empress. The person that sits in the Chariot is the Emperor, making it a true pair situation. The fact that you guys are currently not showing up as a true pair, that's kind of telling me that due to this belief that they have of you, or what they think you did, or whatever the case may be, or what they think you're doing, it has created a massive disconnect between the two of you. So I think that it's very normal to see that there is a massive disconnect between the two of you, just based off of how things are obviously playing out between you and this person. So that's pretty normal, right? Anyways, back to like what I was gonna say, okay? This person is constantly pushing this belief that they have of you and what they think you did to them, or what you're currently doing to them. And it's something that revolves around deception, is basically what I'm getting. And you, with the Seven of Wands coming out here, constantly find yourself having to defend your position over and over and over and over again. Now, I love the fact that this actually came out, because remember, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the 10 of Swords. I'm looking for the 7 of Swords to the 8 of Swords. I'm looking for the 5 of Swords. Now, I actually love the fact that you got this card, because there's 2 Ten of Swords in this tarot deck. There's a Ten of Swords that legit says a Ten of Swords. And typically I look at the Ten of Swords as like a really painful and unexpected ending, but I also look at the Ten of Swords as somebody who's very worried and very, very concerned about something in particular happening to them, right? Something that has yet to basically, occur. So with that being said, the fact that you have the Ten of Swords that says everything is fine, remember, the swords in tarot represent our thoughts. So that's like Spirit's way of basically telling this person that you're currently connecting with that when it comes down to their worries and their concerns, and what they think of you, and what they think you're about to put them through, or what they think, I guess, you already put them through, or whatever the case may be, this is Spirit's way of basically telling them like, hey, like, we get it. We understand why you're worried and concerned, but you don't actually have anything to worry about like you think you do. Now, if this is referring to them thinking that you did cheat on them, for a perfect example, this is Spirit's way of telling them that didn't happen. That didn't happen. It never happened. You're wrong, basically. Now, if this person would have had the Ten of Swords, or if the Ten of Swords would have essentially came out, that's a different story. Then that's going to tell me right then and there that obviously you did do something, and you have a lot of regret over it. You have a lot of remorse over it. Now, if you have yet to do something and the Ten of Swords comes out, then that's basically insinuating that their worries and their concerns about you is something that they should be very worried and concerned about. So if this person, for example, is worried and concerned that you're like the biggest player on the block, you know what I mean? And the Ten of Swords, literally that says the Ten of Swords, not everything is fine, the Ten of Swords, then that definitely represents that, yes, this person does definitely have something to worry about in regards to you. But we're not getting that, okay? Now, obviously, we still have more to go, so let's see how this all plays out. But yeah, it's like they believe what they believe about you, right? And at the end of the day, it's like, you know the truth, and you constantly find yourself having to defend yourself in the process of it all. The problem is that this person, it's like, because you're telling them something that doesn't really align to what they believe to be true, in their eyes, you're a liar. And that's just that. In their eyes, you're a liar. You're a liar. You are a liar. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm looking at a liar. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm looking at somebody who is just freaking drained and exhausted by this topic. This same topic over and over and over again. Like, you're just so drained. You're so drained. I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm not laughing, I'm not laughing. But anyways, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. Got the Knight of Swords, got the Five of Wands, and then we also have the Hermit. Okay. This person really does believe that you either cheated on them and you just lying about it, or you're currently cheating on them. You're just, I guess, good at hiding it, or you're about to cheat on them, and they'll be damned, if they let you put them through something like that. Okay. Mm. And you know, that's the thing too. That's the thing. It's like, I don't even know why they're putting themselves through this because, okay, let's just say, that this person does think that you're cheating on them. Fuck it. Let's just say that they think you are, right? They don't challenge, like, how do I explain what they're doing to themselves? Because it's really not helping, let alone beneficial. But let's just say that this person thinks, let's just fuck it. Let's just just throwing it out there. You know what I mean? Let's just say that this person thinks that you're cheating on them, with, I don't know, your neighbor, fuck it. Let's just use a neighbor. Fuck it. Um, instead of them knocking on the neighbor's door and just confronting the neighbor straight up, like, are you sleeping with my wife? Are you sleeping with my husband or boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever have you? It's like they rather not do that. They rather just stay, behind closed doors and just drive themselves crazy thinking, that you're cheating on them with the neighbor instead of just confronting the neighbor like head on, like, yo, really quick, here's your fucking newspaper, by the way. But yeah, so are you sleeping with my husband? Are you sleeping with my wife? Are you sleeping with my boyfriend? Are you sleeping? You see what I mean? It's like they're not attacking the situation head on. You see what I mean? They're not. It's like they rather God, what are they doing? I'm trying to explain the best of my ability because that's just kind of how it's like playing out here. It's like they rather sit here, go back and forth with you about what they think you're doing instead of going directly to the damn source, Like, I don't know who this person thinks that you're cheating on them with or who or whatever have you. I don't know. But instead of confronting that person head on or doing something to just try to find out for themselves if you actually are cheating on them with said person, it's like they rather just sit here and just continue to think what they think and believe what they believe and go back and forth with you about it. You see what I mean? It's like, does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know, you know what I mean? I don't know, like put a freaking tracker on your car or something, like do something, you know what I mean? Do something, but don't just sit here, you know what I mean? And do nothing. I mean, it's not that they're doing nothing, because that's obviously not the case. They are definitely doing something. And what they're doing is bringing this topic up to you over and over. And, well, I just think you're doing this. And I just think that you're doing that. And I just think this. And I just think that, instead of them, especially if this person thinks that you're cheating on them, especially if they have like a particular person in mind, instead of confronting this person and just asking that person, straight up, like, yo, by the way, you know what I mean? It's like they rather not do that. They rather not. This person comes off to me as somebody who doesn't like confrontation, which, I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. But it's either you gonna drive yourself crazy not knowing the truth, or you just need to be a confrontational person just one time, just one. And it doesn't even have to be like, like a big scene or anything. You don't have to be rude about it. You know what I mean? You don't have to be rude. There's so many ways to approach a situation. You don't have to be rude and knock a whole person's front door down just to get some answers. Like, you could just be polite about it. Hey, listen, hey, listen, please, can we talk? It's that simple. It's that simple. But this person comes off to me as somebody who's just, they don't like confrontation. They don't like confrontation. That's just not who they are. They're just not a confrontational person. And I feel like they feel like if they do have like a particular person in mind that they think, I guess, you're cheating on them with, like, instead of them just confronting that person, they rather not, because they're just not a confrontational person. But it doesn't have to be, like a big like blowout. Like it doesn't have to get to that point. And even then, it's like, I don't even see why it would be like a confrontational type of, situation that they would even be putting themselves in. Because if they are thinking about a specific person that you could be cheating on them with, because you're not cheating on this person, you know, with absolutely anybody, especially with whoever I guess they think you're cheating on them with. I don't see why there's gonna be, you know what I mean, like a conference, like a big blowout, you know what I mean, between your person and whoever they suspect you're cheating on. I don't, why the hell would there be like a, why would there be like a major like confrontation between these two when you're not doing anything, especially with this person? Now, I understand they seem to basically think and believe that that's obviously not the case, but again, if I'm just going based off of what I'm seeing here, you come off to me as somebody who doesn't have shit to hide. So that's the thing. It's like they could just confront this person on their own. Doesn't have to be a big blowout or anything like that. I understand they don't like confrontation, but it doesn't have to be a big blowout, and it's not going to turn into one, because again, it's like, it's not a situation where they're going to, you know, this individual's home or whatever the case may be. And it just so happens to be the person, I guess, that you're cheating on them with, because it doesn't appear to me that that is the case whatsoever. So there's not going to be any sort of like big blowout. If anything, I feel like the person that they are thinking about, that they would like to speak to, possibly even confront, is probably going to look at them like they have 10 heads. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Me sleeping with who? Yeah, no. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? This is not going to be enough. Clearly, this is not going to be enough. This ain't going to be enough. This ain't going to be enough. This not going to be enough. And let's just be honest, this is not going to be enough. Like, by you sitting here and telling them the same thing over and over again. No, I didn't cheat on you. No, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not doing that. You know, no, I'm not doing this with said person. You know what I mean? It's like, it's clearly not bringing any sort of comfort to them. And that's why I'm saying, it's like, go directly to the source. Go directly to the source. Just go directly to the source. You know what I mean? And it's not going to turn into a big blowout like they think, because I could tell that they don't like to, like, they just don't like confrontation. I could tell, but it's not going to turn into like a big blowout. I can't emphasize this enough, because the person that they probably think you're cheating on them with, like, well, for one, you're not cheating on them with, and with anybody, especially with, I guess, whoever they think you're cheating on them with. So again, it's like, if they were to like approach this person, ask this person, like, you know, and they don't even have to approach the conversation like, yo, by the way, are you sleeping with my husband? Are you sleeping with my boyfriend? Are you sleeping with my girlfriend? Are you sleeping with my... It doesn't have to be, they don't have to start it off like that. You know what I mean? Like, they could be very, you know, nice about it and just, you know, polite about it and just ask. And listen, that I'm pretty sure that person that they think, I guess, you're cheating on them with or whatever have you, like, I feel like this person's going to look at them like they have 10 heads. They're going to look at them, you know, with a bunch of confusion in their eyes, because you're not cheating on them with anybody. So it's like, you know, and I think that they just need to do it. You know what I mean? Just just go directly to the source. You know what I mean? Just go directly to the source. That's it. That's it. That's it. We have the Ace of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. Oh, man. You know how important trust is, obviously, in a relationship. Hence why I feel like you're trying your hardest to gain this person's trust, but you don't feel like anything that you're doing on your end is helping them trust you. This person needs to go directly to the source. If this person, that's the thing, is that I don't really know, like, exactly, you know what I mean? Like, what's the dilemma here on their end, and what they think you're doing. But, I mean, like I said, if this person thinks that you're cheating on them with, like, a specific person, they just need to contact that person, you know? And it doesn't, if they don't feel comfortable with showing up at a person's house, all right, fine. Don't show up at this person's house. You know what I mean? But, you know, contact them. Have a phone conversation with them. And just ask them, like, hey, listen, you know, I know this is going to sound fucking crazy, but girl, I just need to talk to you. Or dude, I just need to talk to you. Whatever have you. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like a Are you sleeping with my husband? Are you sleeping, with my wife or my boyfriend? It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. They could be very gentle about it, and nice about it and polite about it. And they're going to get the answers. They're going to get the answers. They're going to get the answers that they're looking for, that they technically speaking already have. They just don't trust where it's coming from. And in this case, I'm so sorry, I hate to say this, but you're telling them the truth, and they don't believe you. So you're a liar. And that's just that. But they already know the truth. They just don't want to accept what's really going on here. And what's really going on here is absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. They think they know the truth, but they don't. Like I said, I feel like this person does know the truth. And when I say this person does know the truth, what I mean is you've already communicated to this person on probably several different occasions the truth. They just don't want to believe it. I don't know what I don't know what else to say besides that. But what actions will this person take? Okay. Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, we got the Eight of Wands to the Five of Swords to the, I don't know. I don't know what else to say to this person besides what I already said. It's like, because I feel like you're really trying your hardest to gain this person's trust. So you're constantly thinking of things that you could possibly do on your end to gain their trust. And I feel like it does bring them some comfort temporarily. It does give them peace of mind temporarily. And then, the next thing you know, it's like they're right back at it. You know what I mean? I just think, Libra's doing this and Libra's doing that behind my back, and they might have, like I said, a specific person in mind. I don't know. I think this person needs to kind of go directly to the, if they have a particular person in mind, they need to stop, you know what I mean? And just go directly to the source. They don't got to be mean about it or confrontational about it. They just need to go directly to the source. Fuck it. You know what I mean? They need to stop doing this. The whole, I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that, but what I do want to do is sit here and bring it up over and over and over and over again. That's not going to help. You know what I mean? This person needs to think of things that they could do on their end to really help them get down to the bottom of this. You know what I mean? And by sitting here talking about it over and over and over and over and over again, it hasn't been helping and it's not gonna help. You know what I mean? This person needs to think of ways to get down to the bottom of the truth, which they already technically speaking have. They just don't. Again, it's like they think they know the truth, but they don't know the truth, and they already technically speaking know the truth, which is basically what you've already communicated to them. They just don't want to believe that. So it's like they need to take it upon themselves to not sit here and go back and forth with you about absolutely anything, but to go look for themselves. Let's just say, for example, this person thinks that, let's just say, for example, one day you tell this person, I'm going to go hang out with my friends this weekend. That's a perfect fucking opportunity right there. You know what I mean? For one, this person should totally let you go hang out with, your friends, and they should call up their friends and say, yo, come and pick me up, and we're gonna go follow Libra around and see what Libra's really up to, you know what I mean? And we're gonna take your car because he knows my car, she knows. There's so many ways. There's so many fucking ways to find out if somebody's actually doing something behind your back. It ain't even funny. So many ways, and I think that they just need to start thinking of ways that they can try to find out if you're actually doing something behind their back or not, and just see it through and fucking execute it. You know what I mean? Instead of sitting here thinking that you're doing X, Y, and Z, you know, behind their back and continue to have the same old conversation with you over and over again. Like, nah, like they need to get a little creative here. Like, when you want to go out with your friends one weekend, they need to take that opportunity and call up their friend and be like, you need to come pick me up right now because we're going to follow Libra right now. You know what I mean? We're going to take your vehicle because if we take my vehicle, they're going to know that I'm following them. You know what I mean? And let's just say that you have this person's location. Well, hey, listen, why don't you leave your phone at home? Have your friend come and pick you up and follow Libra around. And then Libra thinks you're at home. Meanwhile, you're following them around, and then problem solved. And then they get to see if you're really hanging out with your friends or not, or if you're doing something else. And I feel like, you know, they just need to just be proactive. Let's not sit here and talk about, you know, that they think that you're cheating on them or they think you're doing that. They need to be a little bit more proactive and they need to get creative with it, you know? They just need to be proactive. And I feel, listen, you know, I feel like this person is going to be very bored following you around, very bored, you know, sitting there with the binoculars, just staring at you, you know, eat dinner, you know, with your bestie or whatever the case may be. But hey, I mean, it is what it is, you know? Whatever it takes, right, to get this peace of mind, they're gonna have to do it. Because sitting here talking about, oh, I just think you're doing this and they're not doing anything, I mean, it ain't gonna help. They already know the truth because you've already told them the truth. They just don't want to believe that that's true, and that's fine. This is why they need to take it upon themselves to go and find out the truth for themselves. So they need to call their friend, come pick me up. We're following Libra around all fucking day. And I'm leaving my phone at home. So they think I'm at home, but I'm not at home. I'm actually following that. You see what I mean? There's so many ways. There's just so many ways to find out. And I think that they need to start getting very creative. And I feel like once this person does, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, they need to get creative. Don't take my word for it. Don't take Libra's word for it. Just get real fucking creative. Get real creative. Get real creative, you know, and follow Libra around, you know what I mean? And get some binoculars, some snacks, some beverages, and just follow Libra around. Just follow them around, you know, leave your phone at home so that way Libra thinks that you're at home, okay? Let's not slip up here, okay? Let's not slip up, okay? And like I said, you know, they're going to get very bored of following you around, and they're going to get very bored of watching you through these binoculars, and all they see is you sitting there, you know, eating lunch or breakfast or dinner, you know, with your bestie like you said you would, or were going to. And yeah, they're going to be relieved, and they're going to then realize, okay, whew, they're not actually doing anything. Okay, all right, you guys, we're in the clear. You know, they're not actually doing anything. Like, this whole let's just talk about what I think you're doing behind my back over and over again, it's not going to bring them any peace of mind. It's not going to do anything for them. They need to just go find out the truth. Go find out if you think if you think Libra is sleeping with, you know, said person, go talk to said person. Go talk to them. And again, it doesn't have to turn into like a big blowout and everybody's pulling each other's hair, because it's not gonna, that's not gonna play out that way. It's not gonna play out that. It's not gonna play out that way. I'm sorry. If somebody were to approach me and tell me, well, I just think you're sleeping with my husband, or I'm gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? Absolutely not. And who is your husband? You know what I mean? And why would you think that of me? You know what I mean? It's like, I think that's the reaction that they're going to get. You know what I mean? Like, who's your husband? Who the hell are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, that's the reaction they're gonna get from this said person. You know what I mean? But they just gotta do it. And if they don't want to do that, then they need to think of something else to do. You know what I mean? Have their friend call them and pretend to be them. I don't know. Do something. Just get real creative with it. Get very creative with it. And just get down to the bottom of the truth here, so that way they have peace of mind, or you have peace of mind if you're resonating with this person, you know? You know what I mean? The bottom of the deck, we do have the World. We got the Knight of Swords, finally, with the Six of Swords. The fact that I see you harnessing the Six of Swords and they're harnessing the Six of Swords, that's kind of telling me that this person's about to do something. They're about to do something to get down to the bottom of what's really going on, whether it's between you and said person or whatever. You know what I mean? Whether that's them following you around town and they leave their phone at home and they have their bestie following you around. You know what I mean? And they're probably in the car like, we gonna get this man today, girl, right? You know, it's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. So the fact that you're harnessing the Six of Swords and they're harnessing the Six of Swords, that's peace, honey. That is peace right there. Peace of mind. They're getting their peace of mind. You're getting your peace of mind. Now, when I say you're getting your peace of mind, is because I am sure this entire situation has been stressing you the hell out, especially over something you know good and damn well you never did and don't plan on doing. You see what I mean? So they need to do this. They need to do this, whether that's following you around, confronting said person, and it doesn't have to turn into a big blowout. You know, it's just a civil conversation, you know, and be very nice and polite about it. And get ready, because this person's going to look at you like you have 10 heads. Like, what are you talking about? What? I'm sleeping with, who's your husband? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Absolutely not. What the fuck would make you think that? Like, they need to get ready for that, because that's exactly what's going to end up happening. And like I said, it's just going to bring peace to everything. It's going to bring peace to them. It's going to bring peace to you, because now you don't got to deal with this anymore. You don't have to deal with them constantly bringing this up to you over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.